Stream has started, Anna. You can.
Okay.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. I am Lakshmi Narayan Reddy, currently studying engineering. Today, I'll be the host for this tech talk with a Googler, Mr. Ramesh. So he'll be introducing himself. So Anna, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Yeah. Thank you, Lakshmi Narayana. Thanks for giving this opportunity. Let me share my screen. So,
Yeah,
is my presentation is visible?
yeah, Anna.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So, welcome to the tech talk about the audio technology. So, this I would like to discuss about only the audio technology. So, I would like to discuss about my journey towards the audio. So, how passionate I am about audio. So, I completed my bachelor's in 2018 from the AAA Arcade Valley. So in 2017, I got an internship in Miami Technologies. So that time I went to Miami Technologies. That time I worked on the different embedded systems like Raspberry Pi and Pine 64, these kind of embedded systems, and also the different microphones, the XMOS and the speaker, these kind of microphones to capture the data and use those things for the different applications like Alexa voice services, and also so initially the Miami is mostly focusing on the telecommunication. So I have a little knowledge about the how the telecommunication is happening. So how the these VoLTE calls, WhatsApp calls, or what kind of speech enhancement we have to do, we can apply. So I worked these kind of things in my internship. Then, after completing my internship, I joined as a full-time employee in Miami Technologies. Same. So there, that time, I don't have any experience, complete experience about machine learning and AI. So I started my journey in 2018 in the ML domain. So where I learned the basics of Python and different neural networks and how they are connected. And also we started simple projects. Then we worked on projects like speaker recognition and also the speech enhancement. So using the ML models. So here, then I have worked in Miami almost about the 5 years. Then in 2023, I joined in Google as a hardware engineer. The specialization in the hardware engineer is audio machine learning. So currently here also audio technology with ML and AIs included. So my overall journey where I have a complete knowledge about how the recordings are happening, how the what kind of speech enhancement we can do, and what kind of speech analytics like the classification problems, and also the authentication problems like speaker identification, so gender detection and age identification. So these kind of classification problems also I worked on previously. So this is my brief introduction about myself. So where what kind of experience I have in the audio domain.
Yeah, Anna. Did you work on this
Okay.
speaker derivation or this
So
kind of?
next, I would like to yeah yeah speaker derivation is a special kind of problem. So we didn't work on that, but it is a part of the separation of the speakers. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. At first, you have joined to uh, as an embedding engineer, right? So
Yes.
there onwards, you learned the Python and machine learning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So to um, to get more involved on the how the audio technology is currently evolving, I would like to give an example where we have an example called speech painter. So, so what does it mean? The speech painter is if I give a input audio with the text, okay. So I missed some of the text. Only I like if I have a 3 seconds of data where I missed 1 second of audio, I have a corresponding text for that, but I don't have the corresponding word in that. So the speech painter will paint means it will insert the missing speech. It will insert the missing speech which is given by the text with same speaker, same prosody, same melody. So what are the characteristics of the original speaker is having? It will generate a similar kind of speech. So this is an interesting problem. So I will just give a play examples. So this is the input. I'm playing the input.
I wanted to talk with thee plans.
So I want to talk with these. Here it is gap. This is a bolded text is not in the input. So we masked the input with this one. So the original target should be all the text here should be generated with the same speaker. So I am playing the target. What is expected?
I wanted to talk with thee a little about thy plans.
Okay, this is the expected. So if I give to a model where my model is generated output. So for
I wanted to talk with thee a little about thy plans.
so here you can see.
I wanted to talk with thee a little about thy plans. I wanted to talk with thee a little about thy plans.
So it is generated the output with the same speaker, the same prosody, how the speaker is. So it is uh, inserting the same kind of information where with the small amount of data, you can generate the same speaker data with a given text. So this is a beautiful example of how the speech painting is working. So you people can go through these links. So here a lot of examples are there in the website, so you can see and how it was implemented. So for that you can go through this link as well, the paper about the speech painter. So this is all based on the MFCCs and MEL spectrograms, so related to
Yeah.
those things. Okay. So the next one is, yeah. So you guys maybe heard a audio magic eraser. So this is example of if you are in a place where you want to capture a moment and post it on a in social media, then you don't want all the sounds. You want a specific sound. So in that case, what we have to do? We have to capture it and use any other editing tools to remove that. So this audio magic eraser or audio mix. So this audio mix, the iPhone 16 recently released in the iPhone 16 this audio mix. So where you can control the audio. This audio magic eraser was introduced by Google Pixel 8. It is around 2 years back. I think the last year, 1 year back. So where you can choose the which sound you want, the selective sound. If you have a n number of sources, it will give each sound separately. It is like a universal sound separation. So I will just play one example, and you people can understand what I mean. Here you can see these are the inputs to the audio magic eraser where the captures are with the different conditions. Now the if you process with the audio magic eraser, then it is separating the sounds into wind, speech, and different categories.
Would you marry me?
Yeah. So here if you see previously in this video you have a lot of wind noise. Now
Yeah.
we can reduce the wind noise volume and you can listen only the vocals. So
We miss you so much. We miss you.
So here there are a lot of water falling sounds are there. But if you reduce the voice and noise, then you can hear only the speaker voice. Sorry.
Yeah, is it like target speaker extraction or speech separation?
Yeah, it is not a target speaker. In target speaker extraction, you can give the how many number of targets are there, but here it can extract n number of sources. It doesn't have any limit on that. Okay, I'll just explain one more time.
Will you marry me?
We miss you so much. We miss you.
In the last clip, here the baby is saying something, but in the background there is a dog barking sound. So if you reduce the noise, then the dog barking sound is not audible. Only the baby voice is audible. So you can hear, right? Here, dog barking is there. After audio magic eraser, there is no dog barking. So we are identifying the how many number of sources are there and extracting them individually and giving them removing them. If you want to add, you can add, increase the volume. If you want to remove, you can reduce the gain. So this is the how it was done here. And also, so recently, in the I think last 2 days back, the iPhone 16 also released similar feature that is called audio mix.
A massive upgrade so you can capture and edit cinematic slow motion. iPhone 16 Pro also comes equipped with studio quality mics, while Audio Mix gives you more control to do things like optimize for voices.
Here you can see previously there was a lot of different noises are there. He reduced to cinematic. So that means it is giving more focus to the vocals, not the background noise. So it is kind of a audio editing tool. So here, what is the use of these tools means if you capture any moment in your daily life. So because nowadays the people are not going without a mobile. So wherever we are going, we are taking the mobile and we are capturing the moments and posting it on the social media. So for that, if you want to get more likes and more into the social media, then what we will do, we will capture it and we will use some other tools to edit it and we'll post it. So these kind of tools are awesome. So you can do it whenever capture, you can just analyze it and you can reduce whatever you want. So you no need to do the third party tools to do the editing. So that is the main idea here. So this is like a separating n number of sources into different kinds and giving the like reducing their volumes based on our requirement. Sometimes in our cases we don't want the other speaker speaking, only we want the noise. Like if I went to a rainforest, I would like to capture the rain sound and the rain climate. So in that case, I should not remove it. So in that case, I should increase it. But if someone is speaking near to that, I have to remove that. So it is giving to a user. So what are the things we can do in editing? So this is an awesome tool, like where we can do our next level editings and get more likes in the social media. Okay.
Intelligent, powerful,
So this is the example of this audio magic eraser and the audio mix. Okay, the next slide. Yeah, the next one is the speech enhancement. So here the speech enhancement is a simple term, but it involves a lot of different individual components. So in speech enhancement, we will be having the denoising. The denoising means removing the additional noises. So removing the noise removal, removing the different kind of noises, unwanted noises removal, we will call it as denoising. And the second one is de-reverberation. The reverberation is when I'm in a room, so there will be a lot of reverberations will be there, because in smaller rooms, when a person is talking, then it will hit to the wall and it will revert back. So that also will captured by the microphone. This is we call as reverberations. So if you people are observed sometimes, when some people are in the small room, when we are talking with them, then we'll easily understand like there are a lot of reverberations are coming. But if we people are in a longer room, we may not feel like, okay, that reverberations are not that much. So the de-reverberation means wherever you are there, so we need to cancel out the reverberations. So how will you do is, so we can estimate the, okay, so how much, what is the main component. So from some point of view, if I'm talking, there will be a lot of objects in the room which will hit and reflect to the again captured by the microphone. So those things we can calculate by the delay adjustments, those things, and capture it and remove the reverberations. So uh, theoretically it is easy, but practically it is not, because we don't know where the objects are there. So each room is unique, so where we don't know where the objects is placed. And also, so it is also very difficult problem, the reverberation. So that is the second one. And the third one is bandwidth extension. So what is bandwidth extension? So in India, the most of the calls we use, normal phone calls, will be the narrow band. So that means feel like, okay, more comfortable and more easy to listen, and it is having a good feeling while listening to that. While talking to other people also, if you want to hear that kind of sounds, kind of good feeling, then we have to extend the band from the narrow band to the super wide band. The super wide band means the 32 kilohertz sampling rate. That means at least it should have a 16 kilohertz of spectrum. Then it will feel like, okay, we are hearing a good audio. So this is the bandwidth extension. So that means if I think mostly I can give an example. In normal olden days, we'll have a PSTN phones where the dialer phones, we can call it and we can say their volume is very low. It is very for hearing also, we have to put a lot of efforts to hear the things. So this is because the voice there we are transmitting is the 4 kilohertz. If you extend the band, it is easy to hear. And also there are a lot of good things it is giving to our ears. So it is a very good feature where we can feel the difference in the audio between the 4 kilohertz and the 16 kilohertz. You can differently feel the differences. So how good the higher band signal is. And the fourth one is the acoustic echo cancellation. So the echo cancellation means if I'm using a laptop where I'm in a meeting, so if I'm talking something, it will be reflected and it will be captured with the same microphone. So it should not be given to the other people. Like if I'm whatever I'm talking, if it is it is going to the other end person, where it is again captured, because in laptops we will be using speakers, right, not the earphones. So if you use speakers, again it will be captured with the same microphone. Then it will again transmit to the microphone. Then again my voice I will hear again. So this is called the echo. So this echo should be cancelled, because otherwise I may not feel comfortable. Who is talking to when I'm talking, if I'm hear my voice, I may not feel comfortable because it will be having some delay, and whatever I'm talking it will repeat. So this is called echo. So this acoustic echo cancellation also very very important, because it will if any echo is there, we will feel like uncomfortable, and it is not good. Um, it is a not good thing to be having in echo kind of things in any conversations. So that is one more thing we need to, it is added in the speech enhancement. And the fifth one is the packet loss concealment. So this packet loss concealment is so when you are in a lower network conditions, if you're calling to some person, or at least here itself, if sometimes the network is very low. So if I'm in the meeting, if I'm talking, whatever I'm talking, it may not reach all the packets to other end. So we will lose some of the packets due to the low network conditions. So that should be at least adjusted, like how to adjust, how to, if it is losing some of the packets, then there is a lot of packet loss concealment algorithm to recover some of the data which is lost during the network conditions. Or there will be different algorithms, like based on the bandwidth available, like network conditions, we can switch the codecs based on the network conditions. So if the network is high, we can use the higher bitrate codecs. If the network is low, we can use the lower bitrate codecs. So even though if you use lower bitrate codecs, if it is not sufficient, then we have to go for the packet loss concealment algorithms to improve it. So that's the fifth one. And one more is the auto equalization. So auto equalization is, so when you are hearing a song, so based on how the song, when it will be good. So sometimes some of the frequencies you don't want, so it will not be good. Sometimes the higher frequencies, it may good, it may not be good. So these auto equalizations will equalize the sounds, so that it will be giving a good perception to the ear. So these 6 components is included in the speech enhancement. So how this will be means, here is an example I'm giving. So this is done by the Dolby. Here you can see the example. Maybe we just need. So here she's playing a song and recording. So she's playing in her own home. So this is without Dolby. So here you can see the song how it is. So here it is with Dolby on. So Dolby on means the speech enhancement. Here they applied all these 6 algorithms so that it sounds like great. And you can be you. One more time. Need a decade or two, so maybe we just need a decade or two, so I can be me. And you can be you. Feel that love goes on to this. To me it comes. Feels like nothing comes up to this. Hella distant. She says maybe we just need. Feels like nothing comes up to this. Hella distant. She said she loved me. She wish I was different. I said I'm back when I'm coming in. So here you can see the differences between before enhancement and after enhancement. So there are a lot of things going on these fields, like how can we improve the recordings, and how can, so sometimes you can say some podcastings will be there, and some of the people will record their own voice and send. So if they don't have any speech enhancement, it looks like okay, normal. So if we add this kind of speech enhancement algorithms, then it looks great. So it will enhance the things, how we receive the audio. So these all are about the speech enhancement things. Okay. So the next one, the interesting one, like so the currently everything is going on generative. So here I would like to give some of the examples how, what are the current trends is happening in generative speech. So in generative speech means I divided this into 2 different things. One is a generative speech, and one more is generative music. So music I am considering as a separate module. So here in generative speech, again I divided into 2 things. One is the text to speech, and one more is the modifying the existing speech. So then text to speech, there are a lot of things currently we are the industries are targeting. One is the improved naturalness. So if you people have anytime used the text to speech, previously I think that 3 or 4 years back, all the text to speech outputs will sounds like a same. There won't be we can easily identify whether it is a robo generator, like the text it is from a model, text to speech generated, not from the human. But now if you listen the text to speech outputs, it will feel like, okay, whether it is generated, it was spoken by the human, or it is from the real human or not. We cannot identify, because there are a lot of algorithms where we improved the naturalness. So when the humans are speaking, there will be a different prosody, so different melody, and the pitch variations. Based on the emotion, we will change the based on the context, we will change the speech. So there are a lot of things involved in the text to speech. So it is not like when we have a text, it is all the text cannot be read as same thing. So based on the emotion, we have to change the things. So those kind of naturalness and expressiveness. So sometimes we will be sad, sometimes we will be happy, sometimes we will be anger. These kind of things also should be included in the while generating text to speech. So there are a lot of current going researches on this, improving the naturalness and expressiveness in the generative speech, and also voice customization. So this voice customization is, so if I have previously, I think there are 2 or 3 different models to generate a similar, like for male you can choose one voice, for female you can use one voice. But this voice customization means, so if I have a text, I can give my voice samples, some of the voice samples, whether using the voice samples, the model should generate the text whatever I'm giving with my voice. So for any voice, if you give some of the samples, it should generate the complete text using that customized voice. So that is the voice customization here. Okay. So the next one is the multilingual and cross-lingual. So multilingual means in text to speech, there are we need to have a, not only for English, there will be a lot of languages are there. In world, there are a lot many languages are there. In India itself, the lot many languages are there. So for different languages, we need to develop a different text to speech, because if currently the one text to speech algorithm is working for one language, it is easy to work for other languages with less number of data set, because previously we need a lot of data set in the for the current data set, like which we want to go through. But with the less data set, now we are able to make a good outputs, like accuracies with a very less data set. So that is currently happening, the multilingual and cross-lingual text to speech generations. And the fourth one is the real-time and interactive TTS. So real-time means when I'm saying that text to speech, it should have very less latency. And if if I have mobile, I want to read one paper, like I want to read one research paper in my mobile. So I would like to call one TTS in my app, and it should generate the text to speech, whatever in the paper, it should generate text to speech and give it to me. So it should not, like if I say sometime this now, it should not generate after 1 hour or 2 hours, because of that much of computation and because of that much of latency. So it should be done in real time, and interactive TTS, latency should be less, and also the computation should be fast. So like once you develop text to speech, and also it should be deployable on the embedded systems, like the mobile phones, at least in the mobile phones, so that will be useful in our daily lives. So this is a interesting area, like how we can optimize the LLMs. I think now currently some 1.5 bits LLMs up quantizations is coming. So there are a lot of things are going on this area as well. Okay, so the next one is modifying the existing speech. So here we can say the real-time voice conversations. So and dubbing. So here voice conversations, we can convert from one style to another style. So style transfer. So if I'm speaking US English, I can transfer to UK English. So how the style transfer will work. So that is one more example. And the interesting one is speech-to-speech translation. So the Samsung was released one of the example, like translate the speech. So if I'm speaking English, I want to transfer it to Telugu. So there is a real-time live translate application is there. So this is one example. I am playing this one.
Hey, I'm at gate 6 wearing a gray shirt.
ฉันอยู่ที่ประตู6สวมเสื้อสีเทา
ได้ครับ เดี๋ยวผมไปรับอีก2 นาที
I'll pick you up in 2 minutes.
So up to here, the people who doesn't know the local language, they are unable to talk to the cab drivers. That's why they are unable. They are having a hard life there. So this guy is using Samsung S24 Ultra. So he has the live translation in live. So he's calling to the cab driver and enable the live translation. So he's saying something.
Hey, I'm at gate 6 wearing a
So he's saying, I am at gate 6. So that was translated to their local language.
gray shirt.
ฉันอยู่ที่ประตู6สวมเสื้อสีเทา
ได้ครับ เดี๋ยวผมไปรับอีก2 นาที
I'll pick you up in
So he said in local language, then it was converted to the English.
2 minutes.
Everybody feel it come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you.
Yeah. So this is about the speech-to-speech translation. So so this is a real interesting problem. I think a lot of people are struggling to solve this one, because the real-time translation is very, very difficult. Because if I say something in English, it should be converted within time to the Telugu. So the model should be very tiny, and it should have very less memory, and also the latency should be very less, so that whenever we are in the call, it will be useful. Otherwise, it cannot be useful. So that's why, like, currently there are a lot of models to do the speech-to-speech translation, but the live translation, live means it should happen within seconds. Like whenever in the call, it should happen on the time itself. So those kind of things are still going on the research. Okay. The next one is the generative music. So here in music domain, we have a lot of things. One is music generation, and one more thing is music recommendation. So in music generation, recently I saw one video which is in which Ram Gopal Verma is showing, like, he has given some of the text to the one model, so where it generated different kind of tunes for the same text. So I was impressed, like, so how they are using these kind of models here. So there are a lot of things are going on the music as well. So it is having the melody and harmony generation. So if you say if you give the text, the prompt, so it is easy to generate using that context. It will generate a music based on your prompt. So what kind of music you want, what kind of melody you are expecting, so what kind of things you are expecting, whether it should be accomplishments, or what are the things you needed, whether it is a pop song, hip hop, or what kind of songs you want. So you can just give a text file, and also it can generate lyrics as well. Some of the models are coming with the lyrics as well. If you give the context, it will generate a lyrics as well. So there are a lot of things are going on the generative AI things. And also style transfer. If you already have one tune, you can give to the generative AI, so generative music model, where it can generate the one tune to different kind of tunes, where you are in the same song can be having the sad mode, and it can be used for happy mode, and also it can be changed for the love mode also. So there are a lot of style transfer also happening in the generative music applications, and also accompaniment generation. So if you want to have only the accompaniments, there is no vocals. So what kind of things you want to include? Drums, bass, tabla. So what kind of things you want to, you just give the prompt. So it will take what kind of output you are expecting. So use those things and try to generate different kind of. So it will not give the one more thing interesting here is it will not give only one output. It will give a different kind of outputs. So you can choose any of the things. and you can ask the thing, okay, so this is there, so then how can we improve further? So if it is missing something, you can give some of the things like, okay, can you add this component to this kind of output, so that it will again generate and give. So that is one more interesting. And other thing is, for these kind of music generation will be useful for games and media generation, so those kind of things also. And also there is a one thing called personalized playlist and recommendations. So this is from the, I think, Spotify. Spotify example of creating a playlist. So like what kind of mood you are having, so that kind of play recommendations, you just ask the model, generative model, so it will create a similar kind of playlist. So all the things. And also the mood based music generation. So if you're in sometimes the people will used to, while working, they love to they used to listen to the music. So what kind of music at that time you want, so you can ask, okay, I'm working, so I want to have this kind of music, so it will generate a different music, like smooth and without concentration disturbing kind of music will generate and will give. And if you are in, if you want to do meditation, what if you can ask, okay, I want to do meditation, please suggest some of the music, means it will generate a good music which is useful for the meditation things. So this is also one more interesting area where the generative music things are going. Okay. So the final point is, so unleash the power of AI to transform how we experience sound. So we will think like the sound is normal and nothing is there, but the everything now with going with the sound. So the main conversation we will do with other people is the voice. So we can do so many things from the sound. So using the AI, we can transform the world with the audio. So we can do crystal clear communication to immerse audio adventures. There are a lot of things, opportunities are available in the audio domain with audio and ML. So this is a very great opportunity if we can have a basic knowledge and basic fundamentals on audio and ML development. It is very good opportunity for all of you guys. Okay. So I want to end with the final quote given by Abdul Kalam. Learning gives creativity. Creativity leads to thinking. Thinking provides knowledge. Knowledge makes you great. So first thing is learning. So always I will recommend you to, wherever you go, so learn the things. So that will give you more creativity. So once you become creative, you will uh, uh, it will lead to thinking. So you will get a more thinking. Then you will get a knowledge. So knowledge, once you get the knowledge, you will become great. So that's about my presentation. So if you guys have any questions, any doubts, this is my phone number and this is my LinkedIn account. You can reach me out. And also, good luck to all the new engineers coming out of the college. So this is my presentation. Any doubts?
Hello, Anna. Hello.
Yeah. Narasimha.
Yeah, can you hear me, Anna?
Yes, yes, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, you had gone through the lot of technicals, especially in the speech and audio area, and also deep learning and machine learning implementations in the audio and speech uh, enhancement techniques. And so we have collected some questions from the students. So can we go through them?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And the first question is it necessary to do MTech or MSc for research related jobs in Google?
It is not necessary as far as I know. Once you have a strong background knowledge, like basics and everything, if you have strong foundations, then no need of doing. But if you have more interest in research from starting onwards, it's better to go for the research. Then anyway, you will get a good opportunities. Like not only Google, there are a lot of other companies as well where they are doing a lot of research. Meta, Amazon, there are a lot of companies. So you can pursue your research in other companies as well. So you have to have a like which is driving you. So if you have interest on more on research, then go ahead and do the research in MS or wherever you want. So then you come back to the top industries where you can continue. If you currently you don't have any research oriented mind, then you go through any industries. There from there you can learn the things and you can do the research as well. So it's based on our interest and things.
Yeah. And the question two is the next decade will be AIs, right? What will be your plan of action if you are an undergrad engineer?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
The next decade will be AIs, right? What will be your plan of action if you are an undergrad student?
It is a really excellent question. So if I am undergrad, so next decade is AI is coming. So what is my plan?
Yeah.
So as far as so initially the thing is now everything is going with the AI. So we need to understand what kind of applications currently is evolving, what kind of things are currently evolving. So if we have complete knowledge on those things, then we no need to learn from the basics. So basics means not the like the initial ML and all the things. So we can have applications where someone have a little open source code. Then how can we use those things, and how can we find out the problems and how can we solve it? So these are the things we have to take, like do some projects in the college, where from second year or third year you do some projects, then you will get to know get hands-on experience on those things. And you will get a lot of experience when you're doing project. Then you will get to know what kind of difficulties are we there in when we're doing the projects. So and also you will know how the team coordination should work. So in a lot of industries, the team coordination is a must. So it is not like we are the only person who is doing the project. There are a lot of people are there. So how do we coordinate with them? So that is also mandatory. And also one more thing is the basics of the deep learning is must when you are doing for whatever it may be, the LLMs or whatever it may be. So the basics of deep learning, that DNNs, LLMs, RNNs, so those things, and a transformer. So now everything is going with the transformer. So 2017 it was released. So from there onwards the transformer era came. So after some time it will be the another era. So we don't know currently, the LLMs are currently going on. So after some time there will be one more era will come. So we have to understand, so what is the backend for these all things. Then we can able to understand, okay, so how it is working. So just know the applications and how it is working. Then you will get to know how the world is moving, and also what are the areas you have interest, and see what kind of problems you are facing in that with your interest. So try to solve those things using these kind of evolving technologies. So then you will understand, like at least one project if you do in your second year or third year, then you will get to know like how much of difficulty you will be having while doing the projects. And also you will learn so many things. So I also did one of the project in my BTech. So I learned so many things, like what kind of issues it will get, what kind of the when you deployment, when you're doing a design. So there are a lot of things. So you have to have all these things in mind.
Yeah. Shall we go to the next question?
Yeah, yeah, please.
Yeah. Uh, what is your opinion on entrepreneurship? And did you have any thought of becoming an entrepreneur rather working at giant product based companies?
Yeah, it is a very good question. So it is good to have entrepreneurship mind. So I sometimes feel like, okay, we should have gone through. There will be a lot of things will be we have to think, right? So the financially we should be fit. So that's the main thing. It will come when we are thinking about entrepreneurship. So even though we have ideas, the main thing will come is the family, financial things, those things. So because of those, because we are from a middle class kind of families, so we may think like the family first and financial second, then we have to go through. So this is a very good time to think. So if we have all the things are settled, so then it's better to go ahead with one. Once you have a killing idea, then no need to think of anything. You can go ahead directly with the idea and prove it. Then you will get a lot of fundings. So some of my friends are doing still entrepreneur. So they are earning a lot of the things, like they are proposing their ideas and getting the amount. So they are getting still in the same developing their ideas and putting into the real world. So that is a very good opportunity. If you have any, everything is right, I will suggest you people to go to the entrepreneur. So instead of working in any companies that will not make you like that will not give you a good satisfaction. So if I have a
Yeah.
chance, I want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah. That's a good decision that you, because a lot of incubation centers are also open in the India, right?
Yes,
So in the country,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah. Next question. So, how consistent were you while studying at RK Valley?
Okay. So studying wise, I was not that topper, I can say. So I was like around. I got around some 8.9 CGPA in my total BTech. So it was okay. So I like studying because I was I have a mind that I should um, clear the gate. So I used to prepare for gate from starting of my BTech third year or something. So I used to prepare a lot for the gate, and also a lot of different problems I used to solve. I have a confidence that I know the basics well. So because I got the internship in 2017, I could not able to continue the gate preparation. So I could not attempt the gate. So I can say I was consistent. I was getting a good marks, all the things. So whatever the required things. So but I will suggest the people. So while studying, don't go only with the theories and problems. So you have to go through the applications. So applications, when you go through the applications, then you will understand like, so why we are studying and how we are studying. So those things currently were missing. So there are a lot of things are currently going on. So I used to learn from the NPTEL videos. For the gate I learned. So there are a lot of NPTEL videos will be there. And also currently still, if I have any doubts, I will search on the YouTube and get some MIT videos on any topic, and I will learn. So daily I will at least watch one of the educational video to learn the things. So that's how I learned little bit of things while studying.
Yeah, I think you are more consistent in your BTech. So coming to the next question, what are the projects that you have worked at Google?
So currently there are a lot of projects like I showed, right? One is the audio magic eraser. So that is a project where I have
Yeah,
contributed some of the things. So and also currently I think there is a one more project called I think Pixel 9. It was released in
yeah,
Sep- August.
August,
So August
August.
13, yeah. So from that also we used the bandwidth extension where I mentioned previously. So that is one more
Yeah,
thing I worked on. So these are the things currently I worked on the Google.
some. Okay, next question. How a typical resume should look like to get selected into FAC companies?
Okay.
Any
So
suggestions?
basically, yeah, basically, if you have a good background about like the basics of the things, then it doesn't matter like how the resume will look like. Now all like chat gpts and geminis, everything is coming. You just upload it and ask the gemini or chat gpt to reframe it, so it will give you a better resume whatever you're expecting. So nowadays it is not a matter like how bad you are writing, that doesn't matter. You just ask a prompt, it will give a different better structure, so how it should be there. So there will be a lot of templates will be there, so you have to choose one of the templates. So it is not like the previously, so we have to choose, okay, here it should not be there and these things we should not keep, like not like that. So you can use these advanced technologies like ChatGPT and Gemini, and some of the other tools also will be there from resume only. So use those things, and you can reframe it well, such that you can ask anything in the Gemini, so it will give a better response. So you can add those things. So how, if you don't know how to say what you have worked, so you just ask some of the things, and you ask, okay, reframe this one. I want to represent this sentence in one word or one sentence. Please describe it. So it will give. So it will use if it does, if you don't like that, you ask, okay, can you reframe one more time? I don't like this answer. So it will again give. So those kind of things you can put, and use the latest technologies, so it will give you a better outstanding resumes whatever currently it is there. So that is my suggestion. We no need to work on that one, because so there are a lot of tools are there. Why we should keep our focus wasting our time on do all these things? So use
Yeah.
the already developed things. Yeah.
Okay, format of the resume is fine with the tools, existing tools, right? So, what are the types of projects that we should mention? Like some people work on the toy testing data, like for those who aspiring to be a ML engineer. So, can we add those projects in the resume, or should we prepare or give better projects other than the toy testing data, like kind of?
Okay. So you, if you have like 4 or 5 projects you worked, so you want to keep 4 or 5 projects, you decide the order. So which one you want to keep first, second, third, fourth. So if it is very how much efforts you kept for doing that project. So you know, right? So how much of effects, sorry, so how much of efforts you kept for the project, so you know, so you assigned the projects in that order, so that if it is like one day 2 day work, you don't need to keep. If it is just like 1 week work, that is also no need to keep. So you keep a work which is taking a lot of how much of time you spent on that work, so and also how much you learned from that work. So if you have only that kind of things in the from the undergrad, you keep only that there is nothing wrong in that, because coming the people who are coming from the undergrad, some people doesn't not doing any of the projects at all. So at least if not doing to, at least doing 1 or 2 projects, that's very good thing. So if you have a lot of projects, then you keep where you learn so many things and where you learn so many skills. So those things on the top. If you want to keep more, then you add those things in the bottom. So it is not like that when we work the first one, we should keep first, not like that. You arrange the things such that, so how you learned, how much you learned from the each project. That's my suggestion.
Yeah. So you have worked on the embedding systems and then transitioned into ML and DSP things, right?
Yes.
So how did you learn? Like how you got that idea transitioning into the ML and DSP things?
So the Miami technology is where I started my work. So it is uh, using the audio. It is actually audio based company where we are working on audio technology. So we want to port it on different devices, that embedded devices. So that's why initially I worked on embedded devices to port different audio algorithms like the speech enhancement and also the speaker recognition and also this acoustic echo cancellation. These are the DSP algorithms where we want to run on the device. So I have a hands-on experience on this porting the different algorithms onto the embedded systems. So I from initially I learned C code. So where I used to be used C code for this doing all these compilations and porting onto different embedded systems. Then there is a requirement for the other project like the source separation, separating the different sources. So where I got opportunity to enter into that ML related project because as I said, the Miami is working on audio related things. So that time in 2018, it was the starting of the source separation. Different people are using different kind of things. So we want to work on the source separation or speech enhancement. So we choose one of the things and started my journey into the ML. So where I learned so many things from starting the Python. I learned from starting, I don't know Python previously when I'm doing undergrad. So I learned Python and deep learning. So I used to listen the NPTEL videos and Stanford videos about the CNNs. There are a lot of resources are available on the internet. So we just need to use only the required things. So we need to have some guidance like which one should be used for which kind of things. So I think that if that is given to the students, then and also they should have the interest to do the things, like learn the things, then it will be a very good to enhance their skills in the future.
Yeah. Okay, when you learn about, when you start hearing about some of the bigger projects like Kaldi or frameworks like PyTorch or TensorFlow, did you
Yes.
feel any fear of not learning those because of the bigger projects, right? And how
Understood.
did you overcome that fear?
Yeah. As you mentioned, the three different frameworks, the Kaldi, PyTorch, and TensorFlow. So luckily, I worked on three different frameworks as well. I have experience on three different frameworks. So initially, I started using PyTorch.
Okay.
So where it is easy to understand, and I learned the things like how if I want to learn PyTorch means I thought okay, the deep learning is so complicated, so there are a lot of maths involved. So I think we cannot do it. So the derivations, the back propagations, and there are a lot of things are there. We not able to do it. So I thought similarly as everyone think. But when it comes to a project, so when I started, so it is just a APIs. So if you want to add any layer, you just use a API. So before we don't know. So once you went, so if I having fear and if I'm not entering, then I will be at same point. If even though if we have fear, if we enter, then see how much depth is there. So then only we know the reality. So I entered there and I saw okay, there is nothing is there. Just you need to call some APIs to use the different layers. Like if you want to fully connected layer, just use the API names. If you want to use something different, you use the just APIs. So everything is there. So just you know write a for loop. So in PyTorch, the main thing is you just need to use a for loop and use the torch.nn libraries. That's it. There is nothing more than that. And also in Kaldi also similar one, but here we need a lot of shell scripting and also C++ language. So that also I thought, okay, Kaldi is a very big one. We cannot able to learn it. But as I said, so my I can say my strength is, even I want to do the things which is very much complicated. So if it is complicated, I want to try it. First, I want to try whether I can able to do it or not. I want to understand. So that's why all the things I will go through it and I will understand it. I will use it. So then it will become easy. So that's how I learned PyTorch initially. Then after I learned Curly. Then recently I learned TensorFlow after coming to Google. Before coming to Google itself, I know a little bit of TensorFlow, but now I'm very much familiar with TensorFlow. Yeah.
Yeah, you had a good transition like from Miami to Google, right? That is
Yes.
like Google. I think Google acquired Miami Technologies, right? So
Yes.
in the year 2023.
Yes.
So why did you choose Google over Miami? Is there any
So
reason?
yeah. So there are a lot of things where we can say, like in startups, even though if you have capabilities, there will be limited budget and
Yeah,
also the limited resources will be there. But to explore the more things, we need a bigger company where we have a lot of resources and a lot of budget allocated. So that's why the main thing is the opportunities will be more in the bigger companies, like the lot of different projects, different things. But if it is smaller companies, everything we have to ask for, like small things also we have to request for budget. If you want to have a GPUs, TPUs, then it is hectic for the smaller companies. But if you want to the higher companies, means there we are working on the same thing, so it is easy to get the resources based on our projects and all the things. So that is the main uh, goal to choose Google.
yeah. In the chat, we have another question, which is,
Yeah, sure.
what are the expectations of a company from the undergrad students who are in ML and deep learning?
Okay. From undergrad, what companies will expect is at least they should know the basics of Python. So Python is must here, and also at least some of the frameworks. So TensorFlow, PyTorch, or any of the things, at least one of the frameworks should be familiar, and also some of the projects and hands-on experience. So these are the main things they will expect a normal company. If you want to have like fan companies, then they will expect you from what they will expect is data structures and algorithms. That is a must thing if you want to come to a fan companies. So on strong knowledge on the coding skills, so that is required for the fan companies. So my personal suggestion is, so starting onwards, you don't come to a fan company. First you can work on any startup company where you will know the end to end how the product is going from starting to end, what is the process. So you will be involving in all the parts. So that will be very useful for your next career growth. So if you directly come to a bigger companies where we don't know, we will be working on small part of the project, so we don't know from there how it is going and where it is going, who is taking. So I recommend better you go to a startup companies, for because that is a learning phase for everyone. So you can learn as much as possible. So that is a advantage of going to the startups.
And we have one more question. So,
Yeah.
if anyone wants to work at FANG companies, so what are the suggestions and tips would you give?
Yeah, I think I already answered this question.
Yeah, but
So
yeah, let's leave it. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Anna, for sharing such a deep technicals into the audio and speech things. So that's
thank you so
come
much.
to an end of the stream.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for giving this opportunity. And also, I advance happy engineering in this day to all the engineers who is coming next.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Anna. And
Thank you. Bye bye.
thank you, Anna. Bye.